Okay.
Alright, we might have things working. Of course, every application, everything
It's a little
does
more
something
off-center,
different.
the design itself is. So
You
what
know,
I'm going to be doing is I'm going to
things don't
pre-drill
work
these
the
holes.
way you want it
Now I
right
know
off the
pretty much
damn bat. Microphones go crazy.
it will
All
show
that
me these
fun,
holes
yeah.
and
Look at
you
my
can
ugly
reproduce
mug.
perfectly on the holes. So it will actually look like our crescent moons are cradling these ones on the sides.
So
And
we
this one
got
will be smack dead center.
Essence of Magic on the other Dealy Bop, so they're streaming too.
Oh, sorry. And the smack dab in the center of the moon. Okay. But right now I'm going to trim these out a little bit so our cups will fit in there. And this is still a good burner. It's just it's an oops one. You know, since it's not fully set. So,
Alright, looks like we're going. Yeah, half my cams are down.
so this has actually been the first time in a long while that
we're a little freaky at the moment. So I should be getting the new board for the Prusa today by 2 p.m. So in the next couple hours. I'm supposed to go to my folks today and finish setting up their internet and hanging their TVs and all that. Apparently the guy in their house before them had AT&T and they came through and cut all the Cox cables. So they got a big old spaghetti mess in their box, and so Cox supposed to come out and fix all their cables, make sure they got drops set up and turn on their modem and all that fun stuff that we can go and hook up all their internet and their Amazons and their router and all that fun stuff. Yeah. Fun, fucking fun. Well, anyhow. But yeah. But I got a drink around here somewhere. Yeah, half my lights are out too. It's kind of dark again. Echo. Turn on work table. So we really don't have a lot going on. We've been kind of downstate because the Prusa's been kind of in a big old mess, as you can see. Yeah, it's a freaking nightmare at the moment. The main board shorted out. You know, I was following their directions, you know, to change out the nozzle. They say heat it up to 285 degrees Celsius. So yeah, you do that, and you know, you follow the directions, and then you
have new mail.
Go ahead and grab everything with the pliers and all that fun, happy horse shit. And they say watch out for the wires so you don't break them. Well, you do that, but they don't say that if you accidentally touch the wires, you can short your system out. So they don't suggest that you turn off power first. Fortunately, they replaced my board, but I also bought a second one just in case. So one of them will be here today. And I may do a video replacing that, but we'll get the Prusa back up and running probably this evening. I'll be back at full swing tomorrow. We are taking Monday, Tuesday off on our streams. We're resetting up her studio. We got a new bench. I'm going to do some rearranging, setting some stuff up. We are getting the CNC set back up again. So we'll be doing some CNC work again. Glowforge has been cruising along. We got some new stains for Essence of Magic. I think her final count is 13 new stains. Yeah, she's got some pretty ones.
I have a total of 13.
Yeah, she just said she's got 13 new stains. I don't know if y'all can hear her on here. But we tried doing, you know, she refuses to set up Discord. She keeps complaining about it.
put it on this computer.
But we tried Steam Chat, but my mic keeps echoing through all my speakers, and I thought I had that fixed. So I got her on Facebook Messenger on my tablet, so I see her funky mug on my tablet. She's sticking her tongue at me. Unfortunately, with Twitch, you can't team stream unless you're a partner or some BS like that, and you gotta have umpteen million viewers and all that baloney. So we may be a long time before we get that popular. But
let's hope not.
Who
Stay
knows?
on the positive side.
Yeah, we'll get there eventually, but we'll figure something out where we can dual stream. I know the last couple of dual streams we were in the shop here together, and it gets a little chaotic and it gets a little freaky. We may do that again soon.
Well, tonight's stream will both be in the workshop, if that's okay.
Okay, I guess you're saying we're going to be in the workshop tonight for the 8 p.m. stream with some chaos. It's fun, but she logged into my computer, and I did find out I redid my computer because it was running like crap, and I put Linux on it for a couple hours, and I was jumping through some hoops to get some programs running, and it was just a pain in the ass. So I went back to Windows, and I realized that my computer is running on the hard drive and not on the SSD. So I switched over to the SSD, and things are running a lot better. So with her logging into, it should be running a lot better with the dual use on that computer.
So yeah, that's kind of where we stand with our cleansing burners. They're still in the works because when we
are getting a table saw probably next month, so we can cut some bigger materials. Right now we're kind of at the mercy of Home Depot and their cutting people, which they can be little jerks. They mosey around, and they're not, they don't pay attention, so we can get some weird cuts.
Because we want to make sure that they are.
So we are getting our own table saw soon, so we can cut our own.
That way.
We've been doing it by circular saw.
This drives me insane.
It gets a little wonky.
It's still an amazing burner. It's just going to go in the oops pile.
We got some.
It'll be
some rearranging to do in the workshop to get to optimize some of our space.
Or close to.
I bought a recliner to chill out in, but it broke 3 days later. Bought a recliner to chill out in, but it broke 3 days later. They sent out 3 days later, then they kind of told us to kiss their ass. So we bought a new part. We're going to reinstall it ourselves, from all the way from the electric to the mechanical. So hopefully that's back in, and we can optimize space in here too. Our AC's working again. It thawed out, and they reset the breakers, so we got heat and cooling in here again. So the Prusa should be working really good when we get it back up and running. We got a good location for some woods. Nikki did make a decision to pretty much go with just straight up birch. She likes that wood. It burns nice, cuts nice, etches really nice, and it takes stains really nice. I like working with it. It's plentiful. It's inexpensive. It's a very nice wood to work with. The grain is really nice, and when you do put the stains on it, it looks really nice. We will offer more exotic woods, maples, walnuts, ebonies, as requested, and yes, there will be a bit of a surcharge because those woods are a little more expensive, and there will be handling time because we do have to, we have to source them as we get them. So, if you do want an exotic wood or something other than birch, you can drop us a line at in your order in your special instructions, or to customize at designcreations.us, and we'll work with you. It's all about the customer. We want to give you the best possible experience. It's not like Walmart, your way or the highway. I know we've been gone for a couple of weeks. My parents finally moved to OKC. Yeah, so big old family again. We had to go to Georgia and help them drive cross country, and their big old puppy, big old husky. She's kind of hurt, and she got hip dysplasia really bad. So kind of moving her fat butt around. And, some of the stuff they couldn't fit into the moving truck went into my truck, and good old 12-hour drive across country.
That one's already up there.
So they're getting all set up. Their house is starting to look really nice. We're setting up stuff in there, their internet, their TVs. We're doing that this afternoon too. So I promise I will get back into the swing of things, streaming a little more regularly again.
So he has a second. I'm going to see if he can't do the 2 tiles that I have in the Glowforge.
Oh, she's got a project for me coming up. What you got, baby?
The 2 tiles that are in the Glowforge?
2 tiles that are in the Glowforge. Okay, so we got in the Glowforge. Oh, okie dokie. Okie dokie 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 dokie. Alright, you got a Echo. Turn on Glowforge.
Okay. My hair is a disaster. Sorry, guys. All kinds of that need to.
Okay, she's got a couple of tiles in the Glowforge. Alright, what you got in there, baby?
My dual cams that have the I think could be wrong. Haha, there we go. Okay, so the secondary screen that you're seeing, the secondary camera that you're seeing is the Glowforge camera. I will not be able to tell if it's working properly until he actually starts etching in there.
Alright, if you see my screen, you'll see the screen capture of the application.
Something like that under the camera so I can know that the camera's
and the Glowforge camera, of course, my ugly mug. So, okay, you got on here vintage aqua and purple, so I'm assuming that is the... No. Okay, what do you got? What's in the Glowforge?
That is the Worn Navy and the Barn Red.
Worn Navy and Barn Red. Okay, so let's grab this whole guy, move him out of the way, and turn him to ignore. So you got Worn Navy and Barn Red, and you're using the Sacramento?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, it took me a second to realize that was the name of the font.
Worn Navy.
Yeah, if y'all are ever curious on the font that we use for most of our stuff, it's called Sacramento. Okay, that's that really gorgeous.
And Barn Red. And why is my R not capitalizing? There we go. And what setting are you using?
It should be default already on there because I use the same scripts.
Yeah, which is what? The Baltic Birch 3mm Amazon engrave?
Yes.
It's gonna get pretty loud in here. Oh, 50 minutes. That's a long ass print. God damn, just for a couple of letters. Oh, alright, here we go. Alright, once we get the CNC up, I guess we're making some cork embedded coasters or something like that. So, some fun shit.
What?
I said once we get the CNC machine up and running, I guess we're making some embedded coaster, cork embedded coasters or something of that nature.
Yeah, we're gonna be etching. We're gonna be etching the actual cork for those today.
Okay.
That's the second thing that will go in the Blowforge tonight on our second stream.
Okay.
Okay, so right now we're just doing the tiles, and I'm showcasing a little bit. But for the most part, that's pretty much going to be it for this early stream. Tonight will be the more in-depth, more in-detailed stream.
Okay.
Okay, and that's only because, let's see, for those of you on my stream that are very well aware of this, my in-laws just moved to town, so we've been trying to help them get things set up at their home. And so after this stream, we actually need to go back to their house and help with some internet things, getting their modem set up and their mesh router system and all that kind of goody stuff. That's why I, kind of let you guys know this will be a pretty short stream this afternoon. It's, not going to be 2 or 3 hours, which is what I kind of like for our streams to be. Again, this afternoon, this particular stream, this early stream will be relatively pretty short. It'll be our 8 o'clock stream tonight, Central Time, that will
I think I'm going to
the
set up
most
some weird, using probably Space Desk or something, where we can share out our tablets on our monitors too. So you can see us on our tablets and kind of see us talking to each other as well, so we can kind of circumvent the team streaming restrictions they have for Twitch and whatnot. We may even try Skype. I was using Steam, but my microphone likes to echo and do all that kind of baloney and bullshit with my speaker, so I'm going to try to fix that later tonight before we stream. Maybe we can get it working again so you can actually hear her and maybe see her. So we'll see what we can do. But like she said, she is going to stream from within the workshop here today. So you'll see crazy, weird chaos tonight on the second stream. That's always a lot of fun. But hopefully for, I guess, Wednesday's stream is our next stream. Let me double check our schedule. Oh, it looks like I might have my parts coming in. I hear the mailman.
We're able to, like, if they go out and buy a DVD, they'll bring it over and let us run it onto our backup server. But that way,
Well, I can't view my schedule at the moment. So, let me put you all in be right back mode. I'm going to go check my mail. My parts might be in.
two, which are done. You know, they're just the
Whew.
very hard samples.
Okay, I got two big ass boxes from Michaels, which might be my plaques. So, and it looks like I got my part from a Prusa. So, oh, cool. I got that too. All right.
And these were painted by me. Okay. This is our smallest one. And this one is a
Oh boy!
okay,
I turned on some AC in here. It's warm in here.
4 by 6.
Let's see what we got.
And I know that the camera may pick up on the discoloration a little bit in here.
Whew.
That's the way the book came. That's not my fault. Just a character to it, yes. But, okay. So
And I
what we
picked
do
up my knife sitting on my parents' bed when I opened up their TV last night.
very
Oh.
minor touching on them.
I did need to get another knife right here to keep on my desk.
This is why
One INC Rambo board. Awesome. So we can get the Prusa up and running real soon.
And that's because, you know, the tops that we use, they are just hardwood. They are hardwood books, yes. But still just hardwood. So we have to be very careful with the Glowforge. Now, the Glowforge does have hardwood, so which, you know, thankfully makes this possible. But, you know, we have to be really careful doing this because it is a laser to set it apart. It's actually set with a better. If you're going to DT's previous videos,
Oh,
check out
nice.
this little link that he did. He actually etched my little black love plaques that I keep on my wall.
And you're all extra parts.
And
Alright.
one of the ones that he did, he caught on fire.
Alright, awesome. We can get the Prusa up and running. Yeah.
It's a learning process. You know, we have definitely learned a lot when it comes to that machine. But okay, let me get back to the subject at hand. So the 8x10, which is the one that has not been painted.
Right on.
This is the 4x6, okay, which is the symbol one that has been painted. Now the reason we're putting the symbol so high and we're leaving so much space down here is because we want you guys to be able to customize these. Okay, so even if you're just putting something like your painting, which is not like, or even, you know, a quote, some type of quote, would be amazing.
Forgive me, I am so shaky.
Yeah,
My
so you have
tremor's getting bad. I'm getting old.
Yeah, and you get to pick, you know, from, granted, they're fruit ones that we know work, ones that, you know, etch really well, the designs come out beautifully. You know, we do have basically pre-approved designs that we use. Now, that's not to say that you can't, you know, send us an image of your
You'll
own
miss,
design.
you don't look that old. Yeah. Let's just put it this way. 30 years ago, I signed up for the military.
The email address that you would use
So
to do
that kind of gives any idea how old I might be.
So that's where you would send images. Now we do ask no pictures of pictures. We can't work with those. I'm currently still trying to work with an image and get it to where it's marketable. And I've been trying to do this for a couple of months now.
You really can't see what I'm doing on the board, on the hook bench, can you? I'm gonna aim her down a little bit. Okay, yeah, you can see me working on the INT board now.
Thankfully, the
Alright.
person that we're doing it for understands. You
Well,
know, she.
what we did is we had a print project for Thunderdome Drew. You can see his channel on the bottom of my suggested streamers down there. An awesome miniature painter. He had me do some 3D modeling design and some prints for him. And one of the prints weren't come out the way I wanted it. It was a small little piece, about 1 inch in size, had some writing on it, and I just was not happy with the quality. So I bought some nozzles, some smaller nozzles, and I changed them out, and I got the resolution and the quality I desired. And so change it back to another nozzle to do a print for Essence of Magic.
are still
changing
firing
out
at
to the
45
larger nozzle again, and I was holding the heater block with a wrench, like they say in the instruction video. You know, you heat the hot end up to 285 degrees Celsius, and you do your swap, and you know, you hold your heater block with a pair of channel locks or a crescent wrench or something like that, and you make your change. Well, I did that, and they say watch out for your heater element and your thermistor and your heater element wires, because you could break them. What they don't say is that there's live current going through there, and you have the ability to short out your main board. So they should add a step in there saying once your once your hot end is heated up to the recommended temperature, turn off and unplug your machine, and then do your nozzle change or your maintenance or whatever you're going to do. They don't include those steps. So if you follow their video step for step, you have the possibility of making a boo-boo. I sent 2 emails. I sent one from my work email address, which I am a relatively new domain in business, so it has the possibility of going to people's spam boxes. So I sent one from my Gmail work email, which tends to have a little more success going through, not getting caught by spam as spam. And the person responding to my Gmail address pretty much told me too bad so sad. You know, we don't cover maintenance issues, you know, even though I followed your instructions. The first guy who answered my work email address had me take some pictures and identified the issue, verified everything, and took care of me. Sent out a new board and all that stuff, and excellent customer service. Props to him. Second guy could kiss my ass. You know. But, you know, it is, as they say, it is what it is.
Now, what I mean by ready, because I want the displays fully finished. I want these.
I think the guy that actually helped me out his name was Guillermo, I believe. The guy that did help me out, his name was Tony.
That's my goal. That's why I keep showing you guys all these
So,
things, but they're not up on our Etsy.
not that names really have much to do, but you know, whatever. You know, props go out to the first guy. He really helped me out and got us up and running again. Unfortunately, the board that I'm replacing with today is the one that I purchased with my own funds, and it's not the warranty replacement. I did that because I didn't know how long it was going to take to get the warranty replacement, and I didn't want to be down for the holiday season. You know, so right now I do have multiple boards, you know, for just in case. In case this baloney happens again, I've got a spare backup. I can pop in the machine while I order another board from whatever source I can get it from. I know with Prusa, they've got them, they're relatively inexpensive. But lead time can be a few weeks because of COVID, and you know, in fact they are overseas in Europe, in the Czech Republic, or Czechoslovakia, whatever they're calling it these days.
Yeah, 65-pound weight paper.
So.
Okay, all acid-free paper.
But we got a spare board coming direct from Prusa.
And each one of these books has the same amount of pages in it, so they're all the equal thickness.
Alright, so we're going to readjust the camera again, so you can see me working on the Prusa in this nightmare of a mess. She is a bit of a mess.
So, like with me, I have a medium book and a small book of shadows. Okay, and
Yes, we got pieces and
my
parts and parts
pocket
and
one
pieces
is actually
all over the
in
damn place.
workshop at the moment because I have not done that one yet. It's a little black one. It's actually a bit smaller than a little thinner. And then I've got my medium
I need to break
one.
out the manual right quick so I can hook up the wiring the way it belongs. If I remember what I did with the manual.
And I know, it looks just like a journal because technically it is a journal. Okay? So,
the one good thing about Prusa is they got an awesome instruction manual.
But this is my medium one, which I actually just got, and I haven't even etched yet.
The screwdriver.
The pages in this one are a lot
Let's see what we
different.
got here.
Not sure how well y'all can see them, but the pages inside are actually dotted. Okay, they don't have lines or anything like that, but they are dotted. Okay, which is fine with me. I ain't got a problem.
First bundle from the ship.
So this one here is my medium one. And this one is the one that kind of roams the house with me, depending on where I'm going. And then I've got my small pocket one, which when I go out to, and I'm saying that like I do that already. My pocket one is actually in preparation because I do plan on going out to festivals and rituals and things like that our community hosts out here. And that's where my pocket one will come in handy because it's something small enough that I can just throw in my purse and take it with me. We will be offering those, the little pocket ones. Hey, Sonia?
Yeah? Yeah? What?
What you doing?
I got the INC board for the Prusa, so I'm putting the Prusa back together.
Oh, okay.
And we got two big boxes from Michaels.
Okay. Oh, we did get the package from Michaels?
Yes, there's two boxes sitting in here with me.
Okay, I want to bring one of the packages of bottles in here so I can show them.
Okay, whatever's in here. I don't know what's in here.
Okay, well, I got to come in there and grab my little pocket Book of Shadows real quick anyway.
Okay.
Okay, so I will be right back, guys. Let me see. Yeah, I can pull it up on this one here. So, screen, I'll get that nice and bigger for you. Watch the cover for it. But I am going to mute the microphone just in case the dog barks or whatever, and I'll be back in 2 minutes, okay?
Not a bad little way to do it. You with the tablet and me with my laptop? Because both my tablets were dead?
Yeah.
Okay. Where's your knife, gorgeous?
My knife is probably sitting on my parents' bedroom. I believe I left it on their bed last night when I opened the TV.
Okay, I'm just going to use your scissors then. Hi, guys! which means this one's yours, it's wood. Check them out.
Oh, your little potion bottles? Cool.
Okay, I'm gonna go show my people.
Okay. Okay, guys. Sorry about the wait. I had to open some boxes. Okay. So this is the little pocket edition of the book that I was talking about. Okay. It's a little bit smaller than our small one, but the major difference is the thickness. Okay. This is only about half as thick as this. Okay, and again, it has the blank paper in it. It is a 65-pound weight paper, all blank. From the same company that makes our regular ones. Oh, and one of the added bonuses to these, which I absolutely adore, is in the back, you actually have a little bit of a pouch in there. Okay, now what I do with my personal one with that little bit of pouch is I actually put a little bit of herbs in there that bring some luck. And I can put a little baggie in there. And it's a little bit of a mixture. It brings some luck and it brings prosperity and happiness. And I have a couple of herbs in there for protection as well, like rosemary and sage and all that good stuff. So it's just a little baggie that I have that I kind of flattened out and just keep it in there. But that's just one example of what you can do. You can put anything you want in there. But again, it's from the same company that makes these, which is Daler and Rowney. So that's the brand name of these books. I'm not even sure. I don't think my purple one is the same, but you never know. Very well pictured. Okay, so now I know that I had said in the last stream as well that we were going to be changing a couple of things out, particularly like this. This has our solid brood water, and sorry for those of you that don't know the proper pronunciation. I have to apologize because I've been trying to get into the habit of using the proper pronunciation for it. Most people know it as Samhain, Halloween, okay? And for those of you that don't know, there was a very full, very blue moon on Halloween, a very strong moon. Okay, and I made moon water. So we have 24 of these, 24 of these, which hopefully will be up by this weekend. But that's the only time you'll see these jars in particular, unless I run out of my new ones. But my new ones are going to hopefully be our permanent jars. So these will be offered in the 4 ounces. That's these little mason jars. Don't worry about it. However, from this point forward, all of our moon waters will be in. These are so nice. These bottles here, aren't they absolutely adorable? They remind me so much of little fruit bottles. So I absolutely adore these. They are 5-ounce bottles. Okay, so they're a little bit bigger than our moon water jars, but not by much, and I'm assuming that's probably because of the actual bottle. Beautiful. Okay.
Alright, we should have the INC board all figured out now. All we gotta do, well, we gotta hook up the LCD.
With a wax ring around it to make sure that by the time you hear
More than 2.
has leaked out. Okay, we are trying to seal it as much as possible. And the reason I'm saying that too is because that's something else that has oh, that's right. I've been testing that little theory lately with my brush cleaner, which is over there, and it has done wonderfully as far as not leaking. And I take that room and shake it up, turn it upside down, and all that kind of good stuff.
The INC board is figured out, is rewired.
So, I'm pretty confident that
we can
these will
remount her to the frame.
They fit here nice and tightly. And then once I put the
Yes, this is a customized INC box that are printed from Thingiverse that allows the addition of a Raspberry Pi 3 to be mounted below to run Octoprint.
And I'm thinking instead of gluing the charm on there, I think I'm actually going to get some.
And it also has room for
put that on the lid. And of course, they'll most likely be in neon colors. But
Z-axis.
sorry, that's what I thought.
There's too many damn wires in this thing.
These are now working on the first set,
And it's such a small space.
which is our new 3D printer. Because the part was needed. So hopefully the 3D printer will be back up and running here shortly.
That's after the X-axis.
But I, realistically, I don't think you'll get it is going to be crazy. Because it isn't always coming.
Alright.
Especially with 3D
Now I
printers.
get the radio
They
now.
set a lot. So we had decided, or at least that we're going
Actually
to
goes on a little better than the factory board, factory INC case.
And I'm going to be getting some just nice
Once you get it all settled in.
Now the reason for that is because we are going to be, that's what I'm going to be printing our little witches on. Okay. That is into vehicle. Now, I am going to find a few more designs that I can put on the top of these trinket boxes because, that way we're not just the one, single solitary witch. Because not all witches are girls. So it's not fair that I just have a girl.
This comes out
We
there.
have very high respect for the witches. So I want to make sure that I include them in what I do.
You
So
get
if there's
kind
any
of
of you out
tucked
there
in
watching,
here.
and you're seeing the designs I'm doing, if you don't like one of them,
So
or
I'm
if you
actually
think
just
that
zip
you need
tying
some that are a bit more masculine,
in place.
I do take suggestions.
You have easy access to the thermosistor and the
My husband, he's great.
heater core.
He supports me 100% in everything that I do.
Just
But he
because
doesn't.
those are the ones that are easy to burn out.
What's the word for it? Agnostic. Yeah. So for him, because he's not fully part of the community, he doesn't really know what would appeal to most male witches. So I can't really give you opinion. And he could say, well, that's nice and that's nice, but again, I really wouldn't know. So if there are any of you out there watching, send me an email with clip arts and anything you could possibly suggest. We love things like that, and we want you guys to do that. And if you don't feel comfortable emailing me, you can go into our forums, the Lunar Garden, and post some up there. We'll take suggestions from there as well. So, keep that in mind that you don't always have to email us. You can go onto our forums or onto. We have a Facebook group that is attached to our main Facebook page, and there's a reason I'm going to this hormone. Okay, so as you know, our main Facebook page, okay, but if you are to go over to our groups from that page, okay, right at the very top it shows Essence of Magic. That's an actual group, okay? It's not our store page, it's a group page.
Actually a little weird looking at the moment, but I think we got it all in there now.
Private group.
Readjust some of the screws.
Of course, anybody in the community is more than welcome to join.
And we
but,
will.
We do, I do a lot of sharing on the store page on there, and that's all. Because we
Mess
just
with the
started
wiring here a little bit. We'll do a zip tie.
Doesn't really have many members yet.
Just so I can make it nice and easy to
because it's a private group,
pull with the.
It is visible, but nobody can see what's
hot
being
end
posted.
if necessary.
We did that on purpose because we noticed that a lot of the groups out there are fully public. And while that's great for a lot of things, we know that there are some people out there that prefer private groups. And I may create a secondary group that is completely public.
Pie.
But this one, we wanted it to be a private group, so some people would feel more comfortable in the
She
group.
sits underneath the.
As we do know, some people in our community, I know one personally.
Main Nancy case.
She really can't come out to her family, and while that's extremely sad,
Kind of
I do understand why.
awkward position in a way.
About it on
But
camera because that's her business.
it makes room for the MMU if you utilize that, which we were going to initially do, but reading the reviews, they said it is a nice system if you use it. If you use it quite a bit, then it is awesome. It does its job, it does it really nice, gives you some capabilities. But if you just tool around with it every so often and don't really utilize it, then when you do your standard single color print, it kind of makes things a bit awkward.
you know,
So we decided, well,
not anything
I
like
kind of
flowers.
decided
Um,
to hold off on the
but if we found
MMU,
out, they just know me.
which is
You
the
know,
multi-material
you know,
unit
that's
upgrade,
extreme.
which allows you to
They're
print
very,
up to
very
5 different
yeah,
colors
but
at a time, or 5 different filament types
So
at a time,
we understand that there are
and
people out there like that.
instead
you know,
invest in a mini Prusa, which is a little bit more than the MMU, but will give us an additional printer with a small scale and kind of open up our manufacturing capabilities a little bit. Trying to open up things a little bit in the long run. So, just some options. You know, that might come around next month, the month after. We'll see. You know, depends how business is going. You know, how funds get, you know, all that fun and happy horse shit. Yeah.
Okay. So, you can help
Of course, all that depends on you guys too. The more you purchase from us, the more you support us on Patreon and all the other outlets and all that, the more we can expand, the more we can offer you. So, you know, hint, hint, wink, wink, you know, type stuff like that. You know, we don't like to beg, you know, we don't like to push, you know, but, you know, the more you support us, the more we can do for you. So, like I said, our next plan for next month is to get a table saw so we can handle some bigger materials in-house. It's on there, it's a little weird, a little wonky. And we got some jackass spamming me already.
Plenty of options. So we know our round ones won't work. And that's okay. Yeah, I will find something that will work for these, even if it's just a tag. But we have tags too. Okay, so we do have these awesome little tags.
Alright, so pie is hooked up again. Here's an additional hot end we can put off to the side. We can plug in the HDMI again. That we're going to have to wait because we got to reprogram the INC with Prusa software because it comes with generic Marlin. I got an extension cable running around in here somewhere. Smoke, flames, all that kind of weird shit? Nope. Alright, let's see if we can program this booger. So I'm going to need the Arduino IDE.
Okay. Check it out.
And of course I need my glasses. Arduino IDE download. No, I just want to download. I don't want to contribute. I hate when people beg for money. Are you waiting for me, baby? Baby? Baby?
Did you hear me?
No, you were frozen.
Hello?
You were frozen.
Actually, you're the one that looks frozen to me.
Well, you were frozen to me, so what you need?
Nothing. Like I said, I was talking to Bubba.
Uh-huh.
He's gonna stop by for a quick minute.
Uh-huh.
It's for Uncle.
Okay. Whatever. Okay, right now the system has generic Marlin software on it, so they say we got to download the Arduino IDE so we can blow the Prusa software on it. And I think I downloaded that. I'm not 100% sure. It's been monkey shit around here, so I will double check my stuff here. Like I said, it's been absolute wild monkey shit around here lately.
But yeah, so see, we can even put just little tags on them along with the charm. And yes, I include the charm, our little moon charms, on every single one of our moon water jars. Little moon charms, little crescent moons. And these are stainless steel, so you can, once you get them, once you remodel, it's up to you, however you want to do it. You have that little moon charm, and the reason I chose stainless steel for those is one, you just don't put it in the fridge so I got the stainless steel because the hypoallergenic. So if you're wearing these, whether it's on your neck or on your wrist or wherever you decide you want to put it, if it's touching your skin in any way, it will not turn your skin green. That is the beauty of stainless steel. Okay.
Alright, firmware. If you want to flash firmware, the printer must be on. Duh.
Stainless steel does not do that. And that's why we chose stainless steel. We wanted you guys to be able to utilize these little charms afterwards. So we made sure we got a metal that was, you could pretty much do anything you wanted with it, whether you're wearing it on a necklace or you're wearing it on a charm bracelet. It's all up to you on how you want to utilize that. But Frank, it's good habit to have, but I'm not sure if these are actually going to fit on my hands. Okay. That's fine.
Brother.
Well, I may end up doing a few different things with these little charms, so not just onto the moon water. So, we'll see.
Well, this damn thing's taking its time.
But I would think if you're going to put them on a necklace or something, you probably have to get a little piece that will connect the charm itself onto the necklace, kind of like this little piece right here that goes, kind of makes it so it's, sort of like clear. So you probably have to get something like that to be able to put them on a necklace or a charm piece or whatever. Because the hole is a little small, because as you just saw, I was going to put it on my necklace, but I have to get a couple little adapter pieces, and I'll see if I can't find some of those. And if I find some, depending on how much they are, I may just include them as well. But I'm not guaranteeing that as of right now. So.
Let's see if we got this flashing properly.
Almost done.
And we can get Octoprint back up and running. We can do a quick test print. Well, we got to do a calibration. That might be fun and a half. We'll do a calibration. Hopefully that won't be too terrible. I'm going to have to do some mallet pounding. Once we get calibration going, we'll do a test print. We should be back in operation. And, we'll print something out. We'll get the cams back up. We'll do all that fun, happy horse shit. Oh, you can't see me again. You just see my fat old head. Well, you can see the proofs at least. Well, it says flashing has succeeded. It is saying original Prusa i3 research. So it looks like we are almost back in business.
So I have placed let's see. For a set of tarot cards. And I didn't read the description or the dimensions fully, unfortunately.
Oh, thank God, the Glowforge stopped. Beautiful silence. Yes, the Glowforge. The Glowforge is a nice machine, but it is
was super cheap, and I was like, oh, I'm grabbing it now, regardless. Unfortunately, I really should have read the description and the dimensions of the cards and everything. Because while they are still beautiful,
they're
they are
saying
not
it's flashing again,
a full
so
tarot deck. Well, they're a full deck, but they're not.
we may still be in operation here. So
okay, they are literally the size of a deck of cards.
Okay, this blasted Arduino.
These are. I'm going to use these as basically my traveling ones. Okay. Not what I thought I was going to get. The ones I thought I was going to get were, full-size tarot cards. And I did order some, and they are on their way. But I figure I can use these as my travel deck. They're small. And I am going to be making tarot boxes. And oracle boxes. Those are kind of my next go-to project with the Glowforge. I don't know if he's listening to me.
I'm kind of half-assed listening.
Yeah, he's kind of half-assed listening. But so that is another thing that I do want to work on. I want to be able to make tarot boxes, not only for these small ones, for your pocket, basically your portable ones, but also for the normal size ones and the oracle cards as well, because they're all different sizes. So I do want to make little tarot boxes for these as well. And again, it'll have the designs on the top and all that kind of things. Now, for mine in particular, when I do mine, like for my full size set, and if you're curious on what these are the Witch's Tarot. Okay, this is the small version of the Witch's Tarot. These are the minis. Okay. The box there. Okay, these are the mini tarots. They don't come with a guidebook or anything like that. It's just the cards. Okay. And, I mean,
I need a piece of filament. Piece of filament. Filament. I had a little piece running around here somewhere. Are you trying to talk to me again? No, I guess you're not.
The minis, they're still absolutely beautiful cards.
We'll use a piece of this pretty little green.
Tell me these aren't gorgeous, because they really are. High Priestess. I'm not going to go through all of them. I'm just kind of scrolling through some. And, oh, I love that. Page of Pentacles. Wheel of the Year. Queen of Wands. You see the kitty she got on her lap and the shadow side.
Yeah, of course the XSX freaks out. So what are we bumping into? What do we...
Okay, I mean, as you can see, the artwork on them is absolutely
We need
gorgeous.
to zip tie some stuff up and out of
I
the
can't
way.
wait until I get my full-size deck. Be able to cleanse them
These little
for my energy
buggers.
and everything. I think
Zip
that
tie them up and out of the
they're going to be
way.
absolutely amazing. But I've been looking at this particular deck for a very, very long time. This was the deck that stood out to me, that called to me.
For starter.
I know that there are tons and tons of different tarot decks out there. And there are a few others that call to me as well. But these in particular were the ones that called the strongest.
Okay, we
So
got
that's why I
temperatures on
decided
both.
for right now. Unfortunately, the last tarot deck that I had was lost quite a while ago, and I never got around to buying a new set until
Mr. Wizard, Mr. Wizard.
I already have my oracle cards. Those are from Moonology. That's the oracle cards that I currently have. And oracle is what I started with. I didn't start with tarot. I started with oracle cards. Because when I first started out, it was oracle that called to me the heaviest and not tarot. So that's how I started with my cards.
Yeah, she's spinning
I started
up.
with the oracle cards and eventually wound up getting tarots as well when I found the first deck that had called to me. And it was the old version of the Witch's Tarot.
Print
that
fan
originally
good.
called to me.
Now let's see if the
And so
Z-axis will
for this sense,
behave.
there's the new tarot
That's usually
now,
the pain in the
the new
ass.
witch's tarot,
If
the
you can
new
get past the
design tarot,
Z-axis, you're good to go.
You know, and I was,
Nope, and she
when I
fails
got
again.
these
So
in
what's she doing?
particular,
What's she
you know,
bumping
I was
into?
so disappointed, and then I realized, well, you know
See,
what?
this
This
is
is actually a really
tight.
great opportunity
We may
because
need to mallet
this
a bit
allows me
again.
to have a deck that fits into my pocketbook beautifully, and I can carry you know, my tarot cards with me, and so they're always on me. They're always close to me. They're always absorbing my energies. And it, you know, I've noticed, even though I don't have my box for these yet, they've already been cleansed, and they have already been energized, not just by the moon last night and by me, of course. You know, usually when I do keep them out in the open, they're usually right next to a selenite wand as well. So, yeah, so these are pretty much always fully charged, and these ones in particular, the only other person that I let touch these is my husband, and that's partially because his energy is so close to my own and compatible with me, and I try to make sure that no matter what I have in my home, even though I'm the only one that, you know, practices, I you know, all my crystals and my herbs and any of my ritual materials and spell materials and things like that, and basically any of my tools, you know, I make sure that when I first start infusing them with my energy, that
yes, the x-axis can always be a bit of a bitch.
is the love for my husband.
So let's remove
Yeah,
some
and
good
so
stuff off of here.
That particular energy,
Cut some
I
things
believe, in my
away.
opinion, and I know everybody's different, everybody has their own path, everybody does things differently. So
Their
it's my
tolerances
opinion
are pretty
that
fucking
because
tight.
of the way that
So if you're off by a millimeter, got something hanging out,
with my energy,
and there goes my screwdriver.
you know, it kind of gives my husband the ability to be able to handle and touch my items, my personal items.
Yeah, this tremor, I've got my hands.
Because
Sucks
the
ass.
energies can be so similar.
Because I'm constantly dropping things.
Looking at my stuff and touching my stuff, he kind of focuses on his love for me. You know, kind of at my request, he makes sure his intentions are clear, that he's curious and he just wants to know more. You know, he wants to understand. So when he touches it, I make sure, you know, basically it's his love for me and his, you know, his curiosity that kind of comes through. You know, and I think it's amazing because they speak to him just as well as they speak to me. You know, even though he doesn't really know what to do with them. You know, but that's okay because I can read it for him. I can interpret it for him. You know, and he learns a little by little. So, like I said, he's an amazing husband. Even if he doesn't think so sometimes. He's still working on the Prusa. Okay, so the whole point in showing you guys these was to let you guys know, be careful. You know, always make sure you read the full description, dimensions, any information that they have on a product. Make sure you read it all. Because, like with these in particular, the dimensions were buried in there, you know. After I got them, I went back to the page and I started looking, and I read the description, and I had to go all the way down to the bottom, and this was a very long description.
They kind of got this
so I had to go all the way down to the very bottom, and about halfway through I lost it.
Doesn't really leave a
all the way
lot
down
of
to the
room
bottom
for
I go.
error.
And that's where the dimensions
like I said, their tolerances are so
you know,
tight.
And it's a little upsetting only because I know that Etsy has the feature
Really?
to be able to put the dimensions in there, so
Gotta
it'll stay at
tuck
the
the
top
stuff in where it belongs.
instead of you putting it in the description all the way at the bottom. You know, because there are some of my products where I put the dimensions in there and it lists it right at the
Really
top.
gotta.
You know, because I don't want anybody to be fooled. I don't want to miscommunicate in
Get
any
your
way.
stuff in there just right.
So
So you
that's
could
kind of
be
where I stand on that. And I'm going to
sticking
close
out
the
a
door
millimeter
force
here,
screen,
and your calibration will fail.
main cam here,
And
since the glow
if your
forge
calibration
is done.
fails, then you get crappy prints. But once this guy
And
calibrates,
I will be right back. I'm going to stick you on mute so you're not picking up
beautifully.
somebody's cam. And put on the be right back screen. And I'm
the
going to go
Dremel.
grab the couple items that we have.
Yes, the Dremel's a nice printer. It is easy to set up. You can get running within 30 minutes out of the box, compared to the 10 to 13 hours it takes to build the Prusa when you get the kit. But the Dremel, she's picky. You know, she only likes her materials. You know, calibration is, you know, limited as far as how you can. Hi, baby.
Hi.
How you can set it compared to, say, all the different settings you got for the Prusa. And I'm missing a screw. You farting in here?
No. Struck me if I was, you know it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
I'm sorry. No. Still not long enough. And we got the wrong one and the wrong one. There we go.
Hi. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is all of our new
Let's
stains.
try the setup process one more time.
That I am going to run through real quick with you. Okay, we got 5 brand new stains. Okay, and let me see if I can turn this way so closer to the light. Okay, so we've got that beautiful natural kind of, it's...
I do need to set up an additional fan in here because it gets warm in here.
Okay, so this is one that is well, it's stained on that side, but it's not stained on this side. Now the reason I'm doing this is because the natural is very hard to tell that it's a stain.
Come on, X-axis.
Sorry. The reason we
She
are
failed again.
going to be offering the
Why
natural,
is she failing? What am I hitting?
right, just wanted to turn it a little bit more, is because it puts oils into the wood that help protect it. Okay? So even if you order a no stain, it's still technically going to have a stain on it. And I'm going to change that to where it doesn't say no stain, it says natural stain. But you can see just the slight little color difference between the two. Okay, this is the natural unstained. Okay, this is the natural stain, this is unstained. You can see how it just puts that slight little tint out into it, and it draws out the grain a little bit more. Okay, so that's why we decided to go ahead and use a natural stain. Is because we want that wood grain to come out so you guys can see it, so you know it has those beautiful characteristics that we all absolutely adore. So this is our natural stain. Okay, again it has that slight little tint into the stain, but mostly it's just adding those beautiful oils to the wood that will help condition and protect the wood before we put a poly on it. Okay. Now keep in mind too, none of these particular tiles have a poly on them, so you're seeing the raw natural stain that's on here without the protective coating. Okay.
Still crashing.
Because I didn't want to do the
What is
protective
it
coating on
crashing
these until everything was finished. And now that we have all 13 of our stains, that's where we're stopping at our stains, is 13. Okay. It's a lucky number. Okay. All right. So that was the natural, and I'm gonna keep this one up here. This is the non-stained one, and there's a reason I'm keeping this one up here, because the next one is a little hard to tell with the stain as well. Okay. So I'm gonna get it just right here. There we go. Okay. So again, non-stained. This is the antique white. Okay. And as you can see, it lightens it. Okay, where the other one put a little bit darker over tint to draw out the wood grain and the beautiful patterns that the wood has in it. The antique white kind of does the opposite. It lightened it so you don't see any of that anymore. But this is our antique white. Okay, now the rest of them we really shouldn't need the secondary tile for. So, put my mouse back on there. Okay, so the last three that we have the Vintage Aqua. Now, again, I know I showed these to you earlier, but we have the Vintage Aqua. Okay, and then the two brand new ones. We have Worn Navy. How beautiful that is. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that color. And we have Barn Red.
Bugaboo.
Okay, so those are our 5 new stains. To make a grand total of 13. Now, just because I'm saying we are stopping at 13 stains doesn't mean that we don't have other things that can add color. Okay. We do have a gel stain and some color washes. Okay. Now the gel stain is a lot different. It's going to be more like a color wash than it is a stain. Okay. Because you got to mix it with water and all that kind of good stuff to get it to do things properly. And I think what I'm going to do is either Wednesday or Thursday on our next crafting stream is when I will prep those to be able to do something. I'll probably do a couple of our incense holders or cleansing burners.
X-axis is always the bitch about
something small
calibrating
like
a Prusa.
with our color
If you go on their forums and all that stuff, you see everybody complaining
so not only will we
about the
potentially
X-axis.
have our artist here, which is my mom.
That's where they always seem to have the
She
most
teach me how to paint.
problems, is getting past the X-axis calibration. But once you do,
hopefully she'll be able to come next week.
I mean, the first time I actually had to take a mallet, pound some things out of the way, do a little bit of Dremel work. I did reset the machine to try to get past the minimum temp error, which I hadn't at this time, but I probably would have had to anyhow by putting in the new board. So here we go with the X-axis fight again.
Sorry. She picks up on words she's not supposed to. Okay, so that's kind of a glimpse into what we'll be doing next week. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put up the small and the medium work of shadows. Probably tomorrow, before our stream tomorrow. And I'm not guaranteeing that because it may just have to wait until Wednesday or Thursday. Because unfortunately we do have a lot going on right now. Because we just had 2 family members move into town. Well, 3 family members move into town. Sorry, not just my in-laws, but I had my godfather and my uncle that just moved here as well. So Yeah, helping everybody get settled a bit.
Crashing on the frame, not sure.
So yeah, we're a little bit busy right now, but it'll get done, I promise. And let's see, what else we got? I think that may be it for today. Well, not for today, but for this stream currently.
Crash on the body. She doesn't really give any minutes. It just
So
says
thinking
check
at the
length.
same
And you
time.
go to try everything, and people say check bolts, check wires, check
Yes,
all
it's my
kinds of
sister's box
baloney,
still.
and
And that's because I did some final touches on it today. I'm waiting for everything to dry. Because I'm actually going to go through and protect the outside. So, because I can't put the fabric in here, unfortunately. She did want a fabric in here, but yeah, I keep trying to put the fabric into it. And it just, I'm going to get some of the rock textured spray paint, so the stuff that kind of makes it look like it's a rough material or basically just a rough material on the inside. I'm going to protect the outside of the box, and then I'm going to take that spray paint and I'm going to do the inside of the box with that textured paint.
What the fuck is she crashing on?
To give it a really nice finish on the inside. I've done all the prep work and everything for it, at least as far as the inside of the box is concerned. All the glue is done. It's just I did a little extra protecting on it today, and that's basically I went through all the edging and everything, and I put some Gorilla Glue in there, and so all the corners and the edgings and everything are good. Because it seeps down into the crevices because of the way that this is made. It has that beautiful interlocking system, but it also gives the glue a chance to seep into all the seams and everything, so that box holds together nice and tightly. I do use the crafter's glue and do the main glue in and getting it together so it all lines up straight and everything. But now that it's fully together and done, I put that extra strip of glue along the seams just to make sure, because as much as I love the crafter's glue and it's great and it's really easy to work with, it's not a permanent adhesive. So I'm taking the Gorilla Glue after everything dries and doing a bead on the inside around all the seams. That basically guarantees this box ain't coming apart ever. You want it to come apart, you're going to have to break it. So, and as you can see,
She's crashing
there's no
again.
nails or anything sticking
know what
out
the hell
really,
she's
and that's
crashing on.
because what we do is we actually take
Like she's
file
crashing on
and
the
file that down,
extruder,
and then once I
and
file
won't
it
go
down,
beyond
I
that.
put some actual Gorilla Glue on those spots.
And this is the last time I did this. I
Sure,
pounded on the
that,
goddamn frame
It doesn't just pop
and
out.
bashed the fucking
Okay.
frame out of the way. But I shouldn't have to do that again.
So, again, like I said, we make sure that
is bullshit.
these boxes definitely are not coming apart.
Of course, I keep fucking losing things.
But, so I'm going to be doing that, and then once I have that done, I will show you guys the finished one, so you guys can see what the inside of the 5x7s and the 8x10s look like. Okay, now I'm probably just going to get a nice dark one to go inside these boxes. Yeah, and like I said, it will put a kind of like a textured layer in there as well. Uh, and another reason why I wanted to do that textured kind of layer is because, you know, we are going to be shipping out these boxes, whether they're empty or full. You know, some of these boxes will be used for our witches kits and our mystery
Strip
kits
some
and
things
things like
off
that.
here and
So I want to make sure
see
that
what
once
we
we
can
put the
do.
packing material in there and everything, nothing's going to slide around, nothing's going to get broken. That when you receive your packages, box included, everything is fully intact, 100% put together. Yeah, I'm very picky about that. I want to make sure when you guys get these items, because of the way we packed everything, that nothing's broken. You know, if something's broken, believe me and the post office are going to be having some words. Because I do ship everything out via USPS. Okay, that is our preferred shipping partner. You know, I can use FedEx, but as most people are aware, they are a little bit more expensive. You know, I like FedEx for my bigger packages. Basically, once I start doing my bigger items, then those will be most likely FedEx Ground and FedEx International, things like that. So,
It's that goddamn
but
screw.
right now,
It's
since
gotta be
most of our
this
stuff
freaking
is
screw.
small and you know, easy to pack up and ship, you know, I've got so many USPS boxes. It's amazing. And I don't know if we have UPS or FedEx boxes. FedEx is my preferred, even over UPS, because yeah, just in my area alone, I've noticed the difference. You know, especially when we order things from overseas, FedEx is usually always on top of it, and we get it really quickly. With UPS, it can take quite a long while. It's
But even
annoying.
with the fan and that screw
So,
off, she still crashes.
yeah, I do prefer to use FedEx when we switch to our, when we start making our bigger products and stuff, it'll be FedEx that we use. So yeah. Hey, gorgeous.
Hi.
How you doing in there?
Fighting with the X-axis as usual.
Alright. Okay, so, yeah, again, that's it for this afternoon. So we are going to say bye, blessed be. Just for a few hours. We'll be back at 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. Central Time, and that will be tonight. And we will be streaming from inside of DC's workshop. Okay? Which, if you guys haven't figured out, is my garage. But, yep, so, okay, that is it for now, and we will see you guys this evening. Alrighty, so you guys have a truly magical day, and we'll see you later. Blessed be. Before I go, because I just realized I was on mute for quite a long time. I'm not really quite sure how long. It's not the first time I've done that, so I really do apologize. That's usually why I have a second person in here controlling the screens and not me. I was going to end the stream, but I want to go through really quick on some of the things that I was talking about so nobody misses out. So I apologize again. Okay, and I know you all saw the pictures, so I won't go, y'all were able to see the video, so I won't go through the entire thing. But we were showing, these are our 5 new stains, okay? So these are the brand new stains that will be listed up on our
Damn it!
In our products, which I didn't do this, so I will actually pull this up really quick so y'all can see. share out my screen. As soon as the picture manages to load. There we go. Okay, so those are the stains that we've been offering up until now. And we're going to continue to offer them. I'm sorry, I probably should have worded that differently. But these 5 new ones will be added to those there, making a grand total of 13 stains. Okay, and that's where we were that's where we're stopping with our traditional stains, is at 13. Okay, so you guys will have 13 different options that you can choose for your stains on our woodwork. Okay, so we went through those. And I was saying that we do have, we do have other colors that we're gonna, we've got the gels and we've got the washes that we're probably going to play with next week, Wednesdays and Thursdays, that we're gonna play with as well, and test those out. Those will be a completely different option if you want the wash or the gel, because those are, unfortunately, those are a lot more expensive, so there would be an upcharge on those. And those right now we have 5 options, so we'd go from there. Now, I don't know if I was muted for the entire thing with these, so I'm going to go ahead and go through that one more time really quick. I bought these off of Etsy. I didn't realize they were so tiny. I was really disappointed until I figured out what I could do. I do have my full-size deck coming, which hopefully will be here in the next week or so, because they were originally part of a back order that is just now getting filled, because they just got these, no less. This was the last piece they were waiting on. So they just got these, the main version of these back in stock. So they're finally filling out that back order for me, which contains all of our crystal tips and our taper candles. All of our taper candles except for black. I still gotta find black ones. They didn't have those in stock either. So we've got those coming. Hopefully it'll be shipped out in the next couple of days, probably Monday, I would say, Monday or Tuesday. So we should have those coming within the next week. But yeah, these, I didn't realize the sizes of them when I bought them. I didn't know they were the minis. So I was, a bit disappointed with them and everything. But then I looked at the bright side. These are perfect size for me to carry in my pocketbook. So these are my portables. Okay, they've already been cleansed. I've already, did my cleansing and my energy transfusion and all that kind of goody stuff. I won't go into the whole spiel that I went into last time, or a little earlier, if I was still muted for those. But yeah, so pay attention when you're buying stuff on Etsy, because the dimensions, even though it's supposed to be listed at the top, I know what it is. See, as you can see, Etsy does very much give you the option to list your dimensions right at the top. Okay? So there's no reason why the dimensions for these particular cards were all the way at the bottom of the description. Now, I try to keep my descriptions very short, very sweet. Not really sure what's slowing down, but there's something slowing me down. Okay, well, while I'm live, I'm gonna end for the day, or for this afternoon, and we'll see you guys again at 8 o'clock tonight. Because I seem to be going into some massive internet glitching at the moment, and I don't know why. blame my cable company because they're who supply my internet. So I will try to work out the kinks before this evening's stream and figure out why it's doing what it's doing. And if I can't, then I guess I'm going to stream from my laptop because this computer, I don't know if I just need to completely redo it or what. But ever since we put the stream stuff on here, I've had nothing but problems with it. But none of my other computers that have the stream software have issues, so I don't know. So we are going to say goodbye for right now, and we will be back at 8 o'clock this evening, and we'll go through some more stuff that we're having done. We're supposed to be making coasters. So, and there might be one or two other little things, we don't know. But we'll see. Okay, so, yep, we will see you guys this evening, 8 o'clock Central Time, and until then, blessed be, guys. Have a magical day.
I got my goddamn glasses, which I can't see through anyhow. I get caught on everything, and because they're VA issues, so they're done by the lowest bidder. This could be as much as just how fat the damn wiring bundle is. So we end up playing with zip ties and all kinds of monkey shit. I don't know what it's doing now. Can't see anything. That is not touching the frame.
Okay, remove shadows real quick anyway.
You have new mail.
I got it, babe. Do not let him in this room. You stay. He's too much of a bull in a china shop in here.
Yeah.
That's a 3-year-old.
Closet space. How about the keys?
Oh, but you got another.
Where's this one?
No, I do.
Oh. Yeah, we got like a study about that big left house. Yeah.
Okay. You know that's more than $1,000.
Oh yeah.